I'm here in Madrid at the FERMA Forum, and I'm joined by Petra Hielkema, Chair of EIOPA. First of all, welcome.
Yes, thank you, and lovely to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you. First of all, how does the theme of this year's conference, Join the Risk Revolution, resonate with you?
Yeah, so to be honest, when I prepared for the meeting, I thought join the risk revolution. I'm a supervisor, I'm risk averse, I like evolution or revolution. However, once I was here at the conference listening to the discussion, I do think we are at a point where there's so much happening in such a big pace, but also so connected that there is a revolution happening and we need to be ready for that. And I think it's a good question if we do enough.
Okay, and what does collaboration between a European federation such as FERMA and a European institute such as EIOPA bring to the table?
Well, I'm happy you asked, because I think this is a moment where I can thank Tiffen and the team at FERMA a lot for everything we do in cooperation. I think they present really a special group in the stakeholder group. They are a voice of large companies and captives at the same time, reinsurers. So we hear very much how demand and supply are meeting each other. They have this keen focus on cyber risk, a bit more maybe than others at my table. And so with that, she's a very rich contributor to the discussion. And at the same time, she does it in a manner, supervisors, stakeholders, that's a special relationship, but it's really nice to work together.
Both EIOPA and FERMA have contributed to the EU's climate resilience dialogue, looking at the climate protection gap. Where does EIOPA presently stand on that project?
So this is an important project where the Climate Resilience Dialogue was in collaboration with the Commission. We published a report before summer, which I think has some helpful ideas on what needs to happen to get to even better cooperation, public-private. The next phase now is a very targeted dialogue on how we assess climate change risk on property, on housing, on real estate, and how we can ensure that we insure, but also much more important that we mitigate and adapt any risks that might be out there to actually make buildings more resilient to the climate change we are seeing. So that is an important part of the project. I think where EIOPA is, it's a key priority for EIOPA. We have many projects happening currently that work on data collection to understand the gap, surveys to understand the consumer demand, and creating policy options, but also tools that will ensure we understand the risk better, but then we also act on those by mitigating, adapting, and getting insurance.
Okay, thank you. What do you believe the role of the reinsurance market is when it comes to natural catastrophe?
Reinsurers have a key role to play here because they are the first where prices go up. They are the first where exclusions might happen. And here I would really call on insurers to really think through what they can do for the market. Exclusions are sometimes necessary, maybe pricing for your risk is essential, but at the same time, if reinsurers find a moment where they need to stop insuring or can do less, that has a multiplying factor in insurance. And I think this is the moment where they do need to talk to policymakers, to also supervisors, but also to talk to themselves. What is it that we can still do to make sure we deal with these risks as a society?
Some really important points there, and thank you for your time. Thank you.